everyone, Mark the Movie Man here, Final Cut, and today I've got an independent film for you. It's kind of an action crime drama thriller. It's called Lazarus Rising, and it has a little bit of flair of noir to it as well, where we get the story of Mike Fitzpatrick and Angelica. They're partners for a underground syndicate, a criminal organization, if you will, and they do the dirty jobs. They are hit persons who are going to do just about any job as long as you pay them right, from enforcing some law to offing someone. Well, when one of their marks ends up being a person that Mike Fitzpatrick really cares about, he decides to take Emma, this person he cares about, out of the city before the group of assassins that this organization has hired come and take both him and her out. We see how they try to escape the city with their lives. John Depew brings us a story that, as I said, it reaches a number of genres, and it's a lower budget film, but it makes the most of it. And let me tell you, one of the things that stands out and always comes to mind when I think about this film are the action scenes in this movie. I am impressed by the action scenes that they came up with for a film like this on this budget. Usually the action scenes aren't choreographed that well, and here they're done very well. I felt like everybody going toe to toe. It felt like a real fight, the way they cut it and edited this, and the cinematography as well for those fights. You can see what's going on, but also it wasn't like, okay, wait for the movement. Okay, wait, which we do see quite often in indie action films. So the fact that they got these action scenes and nailed them is in the plus column, to be sure. I really enjoyed the action sequences and loved every time two people were starting to fight. I know it sounds a little bad, but it's true. What also stands out are the cast of characters, which again gave it kind of that noir flair to it. Is these assassins that Mike Fitzpatrick works with, each one has their own identity, and I really enjoyed how they were introduced to the audience in this film, and how that was directed as well. I really loved the performances of everyone involved. You got the crazy person, the kind of perverted guy. You got a whole slew of different hitman stereotypes in here that Mike Fitzpatrick works with. Now, there's some more famous or well-known faces in this film. There's Eric Roberts is in here, C. Thomas Howell, as well as Lenny Clark, the comedian. He plays a priest. That was a surprise casting in a good way. It kind of made me smile. And the situation that Mike Fitzpatrick and Emma get into are pretty crazy at times while they're trying to escape these hitmen. Now, Mike Paff plays Mike, and Devon Ogden plays Emma, and I really enjoyed the chemistry between them two and the dialogue that they had. Really felt authentic. And then, of course, there's Mr. Gray, played by Adani Maropis. Now, Mr. Gray is a character. He's the guy they call last because he's, kind of got his own agenda. He's the hitman that they hire when no one else can get the job done, but they reluctantly hire him. Loved how Adani played this character. Just this cold, calculated guy who had his own little quirks and his own little list of ethics, if you will, for the job that he's doing. He doesn't care if you're good or bad. If you're in his way or being rude or just preventing him from completing his task, he will dispatch you. And I really enjoyed his character. In fact, the only thing that set me out with his character, there's one scene in here that involves him and Emma that it surprised me they went in the direction they did. Didn't quite expect it. But for me, I think it took just a little bit away from the Mr. Gray character, but not a lot. He was a great balance with the Mike Fitzpatrick character. These two, especially seeing them go at it, is a lot of fun. And the Mr. Gray character is really an unpredictable guy, and you're not quite sure what his actions are going to be throughout the movie, so keeps you on your toes there. I will say the pacing of the film felt a little bit uneven at times, but for the most part, it moves you through like you want it to. And again, the characters in here keep things interesting as well, as you don't want anything bad to happen to your good guys, if you will. No one's really good in this film. There's just different levels of bad. So, Lazarus Rising is an entertaining, independent action crime drama with that noir flair that I think people who enjoy independent cinema don't mind a lower budget to a film, but looking for for a different little twist on your Escape the Assassins type of movie, then Lazarus Rising is for you. I give it 3.5 stubs. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would, in all honesty, and I think you will too if you don't mind the indie films, the indie action films. So if you have seen these, please leave your comments down below. Love to hear your thought on Lazarus Rising, or what's your favorite assassin film? Please leave your comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. We're growing in subscribers every day, and it's because of you guys out there. Thank you so much, and as always, till next time, keep that ticket stub.